Sally Face Strange Nightmares is a cooperative adventure game for 1 to 5 players based on the Sally Face video game. You take on the role of Sal and friends as you explore the Addison apartments, solve mysteries, and defeat enemies, all by rolling dice. The game is composed of 4 stories that we recommend playing in order for your first time. In this video, I'll be going over the setup and how to play. If this is your first time playing the game, you'll need to punch out all of the cardboard pieces, add the stands to the character standees, and construct the character boards. Make sure the dials are on the correct sides. Place the 5 apartment boards in order in the center of your play space, with 1 on the bottom and floor 5 on the top. Each player chooses a character and takes the corresponding character board, standee, starting item, curse, charge token color side up, and character die, which you can reference on the back of the character board. Place your character on the elevator of the floor shown on their character board. Make sure your character dials for health and sanity are both set to 15. If you are playing solo, there are additional rules that I'll go over at the end of this video. Put the base mystery deck and the base item deck to the right side of the apartments face down. If you aren't playing solo, you can remove the friend cards from the game. These are only for solo mode. Place the corruption track with the corruption token on 0 and the consecration token in the designated spot. Place the progress cubes, the enemies, the ghost die, and the insanity die within easy reach of all players. Whoever last ate a bologna sandwich is the starting player and is given 6 ability dice. Start with Story 1, Another Dead Body. You'll notice there's extra space in the story decks. That's for people who like to put sleeves on their cards so that they all can still fit in the box. Take the finale cards and put them face down to the right of the apartments. Next, take out the story cards and make sure they're in ascending order. Don't shuffle these. And place them face down to the right of the apartments. If the story includes floor ability cards, place those to the left of the apartment in the appropriate spaces. Shuffle any new mystery cards into the base mystery deck. And shuffle any new item cards into the base item deck. That's the base setup, and then each story has its own additional setup as well, which I'll go over in the How to Play section. The active player's turn consists of 5 steps, which you can see on the character boards. The first step is to reveal the next mystery or story card. Second, refresh your charge tokens. Third, roll the ability dice. Fourth, act by solving mysteries, moving locations, and using items or abilities. Finally, end your turn by passing the ability dice clockwise to the next player. Your goal is to complete the story without being consumed by corruption. You can also lose if all players become ghosts or go insane. On the very first turn, the starting player draws the first story card, reads it aloud, and then places it next to the story deck face up. On subsequent turns, if the condition on the story card has not been met, you will draw a mystery card. Or if the condition has been met, you'll draw the next story card. Let's take a closer look at the cards. When a story card is drawn, the active player reads it aloud top to bottom. This card has a next arrow, which means after reading it, the next story card is drawn. The next card is a mystery card. The first thing you need to do when drawing a mystery is to check the rune in the top left. Check to see if this matches any other mysteries in play. Since this is the first mystery we've drawn, there are no other mysteries in play, so let's create a random example. Starting at the top, we'll see that Esoteric Ramblings is triggered because it has a matching rune. The rune effects are listed at the bottom of the card. First, we'll suffer 1 corruption. This means we move the corruption token up by 1 on the corruption tracker. Whenever you pass an item space, you draw an item card and choose which player to give it to. Whenever you land on or pass a curse space, the active player's curse triggers. Players on this floor lose 2 health. Since Larry is here, he's going to lose 2 health. Then we move down the apartments to see if any other mysteries are triggered. Spirit Board has a matching rune, so it is triggered. First, we place a spirit on this floor. Then we move this mystery to any other floor. If you're placing a mystery card on a floor that's full, that means one of the current mysteries will fail. Choose which mystery you'd like to fail, remove the progress cubes from it, suffer the corruption penalty shown, in this case it's 1, and then discard this mystery and place the new mystery. After resolving any rune effects, it's now time to place this new mystery card that I've drawn. You'll find the location under the title here. Police tape is 403, which means it goes on floor 4. It can go in any of the empty spots on that floor. If you ever get a mystery with question marks, you can place it at any location of your choice. After placing a story mystery, the active player draws the next story card. This is the additional setup card for another dead body. Follow the instructions in order. First, place 2 cops on floor 4, 1 on floor 5, and 1 on floor 3, placing the enemies to the right of the elevator. Next, place the apartment room and treehouse next to the apartment boards. Shuffle the finale cards and deal 3 of them face down in the apartment room. Shuffle the mystery cards, deal 4 of them face up to their indicated locations. Keep in mind that runes do not trigger when these mysteries are placed. Since this story card has a next arrow at the bottom, the active player will draw the next story card. Read the card aloud top to bottom. Notice that this card has a passive effect that causes more cops to show up when new mysteries are placed. Remember to pay close attention to the passive effects on cards. This story card has a stop symbol at the bottom, which means you stop drawing story cards until the continue condition is met. In this case, you must solve the police tape mystery. Flip your exhausted character tokens to the refreshed colored side. The ability dice are used to solve mysteries, activate floor abilities, and activate certain items. Roll the 6 ability dice and any applicable dice to the active player, such as your character die. This is your first roll. If you get any demons, make sure to set those aside. They are considered locked and cannot be re-rolled. If you have at least 3 demons, trigger the active player's curse. For example, Sal's curse causes him to lose 1 sanity and remove 1 progress from all mysteries at his location. You may re-roll your dice up to 3 times to try to get the results you want. When rolling a second or third time, you may re-roll some or all of the dice that aren't demons. During the rest of your turn, you may perform any of the following actions in any order: solving mysteries or finales by adding progress cubes to them, moving to a different location, activating an item, activating a floor ability. At your current location, you may spend dice that match the mystery requirement of a card to add progress to that card. Each die spent this way converts to 1 progress cube added to that card. However, before you can solve any mysteries, you'll need to defeat any enemies that are in your way. Notice that the cops have a symbol at the bottom that say any die. This means you can use one of any die to defeat the cops. Since the cost is any die, I can also use demons, which is what I'll do. I'll use my 2 demons to get rid of the cops on floor 4. Now I want to work on solving the police tape mystery, which requires 6 intellect. I have 2 intellect, but I also have a Sally face, which is a wild. So I'll spend these 3 dice and put 3 progress cubes on police tape. If the progress cubes ever match the requirement of the mystery, then the mystery is solved and can be discarded. The progress cubes can be returned to the pile. In order to move, you must spend 1 die. It can be any die, including a demon. And this allows you to move to any location. I'll spend 1 of my Arcana to move Sal down to floor 2. Now I'll use my last die to activate this floor ability, which allows me to place a consecration on the corruption track. Anytime you gain consecration, you put it on top of the corruption token, and now the next time you would suffer corruption from any single source, instead, remove the consecration and suffer no corruption. Finally, I'll activate Sal's item. It allows me to move myself or another player to any location. Notice that it is a charge item, which means I'll need my charge token. You start the game with only 1, but can unlock a second charge token by completing the objective here on your character board. Sal's objective is to reach 10 or less sanity. To use the charge token, flip it from the colored side to the gray side. I'll use Sal's item to move Larry to floor 4. Once you are satisfied with the actions you've taken, you may end your turn. You don't have to spend all of your dice, use your charge token, or use any items if you don't want to. The play moves on clockwise to the next player. Throughout the game, you'll be losing health, indicated by this heart icon, and sanity, indicated by the brain icon. When your health reaches 0, you are considered a ghost. When your sanity reaches 0, you are considered insane. It is possible to be both a ghost and insane. Remember, if at any point all players become either a ghost or insane, you lose the game. If you are a ghost or insane, you must roll the appropriate die in addition to these 6 ability dice on your turn. If you are a ghost and would lose health, instead you suffer corruption. If you are insane and would lose sanity, instead you suffer corruption. If you ever restore health or sanity above 0, the relative ghost or insane status is removed. Arcana, Intellect, and Might are used to solve mysteries and pay for other ability costs. The specialty icon counts as the result on your character board. For example, Sal's is Might, Todd's is Intellect, and Ashley's is Arcana. The Sally face icon is Wild and can be used as any result. The demon cannot be rerolled, and if you get 3 demons, it triggers your curse. When you see 2 symbols, it counts as 2 of that result. Dice with a plus health or plus sanity means you gain 1 health or 1 sanity. The icons with minus health and minus sanity with arrows above them means that all players lose 1 health or 1 sanity, and the ones with double icons mean all players lose 2 health or 2 sanity. This icon allows you to refresh your charge token when spent. If you ever roll the curse symbol, your curse immediately triggers. You can also find a glossary with all the icon information on the back of the rulebook for your quick reference. In solo mode, after choosing the character you'll play as, remove that character's friend card from the game. I'm playing as Sal, so I'll remove his card from the game. Then lay out the other 4 friend cards next to your character board inactive side up. Give each friend 1 exhausted charge token. Choose 1 friend to flip to the active side. And do the same with their charge token. There are 2 ways to activate an inactive friend. First, roll 3 Sally faces. Keep in mind you do not need to spend these dice in order to activate your friend. The second way is to roll 2 symbols matching the symbols on the friend card. Once a friend is activated, flip them over along with their charge token. If you ever roll 3 demons, flip one active friend to the inactive side. You can also use an active friend to prevent corruption. If you do, flip that friend over. The shoe icon in the top right of an active friend lets you know that you can use them for 1 free movement each turn. Once you've used them for that movement, rotate the card sideways to keep track. Each friend has a unique ability that utilizes their charge token. Allies are optional characters that can offer some additional assistance. Each ally consists of 3 components: a mystery card, an ally card, and a standee. If you choose to add 1 or more allies to your game, simply shuffle the corresponding mystery cards into the base mystery deck when setting up the game. Then keep the standee and the ally card off to the side and handy. I hope you enjoy your time with Strange Nightmares. Let us know what you think about the game in the comments.